couple hit it and quit it lessons around this song. It's Holding Back the Years by Simply Red. One of the more beautiful songs to come out of that band, I think. Mick on the vocals, but I thought, well, I've been teaching some simple strum versions of this, and I thought I'm going to give you basically a couple different ways to play it, but I'm going to, they will work together, okay? So far what I taught in my shorter lessons was just, you get an F chord, right? You got that. So I'm just fingering the highest 4 strings. But then I'm opening up that high E string, okay? Okay, that makes it an F major 7th. Beautiful chord. And then the G I generally hit is this one, where I finger the 3rd fret of the B string with my pinky, okay? I don't worry about the high E at the moment. So I'm basically working the high 4 strings, I call it a partial, which is a F major 7th, up to that G. Now in an easy strum pattern, we could just go, you know, that kind of thing. Or just a straight G is fine. But if you're wanting to get a little more melodic with it and maybe have what I call an interior melody going on, it's pretty easy on this song because all you got to do is pick up that F note, which is the 1st fret on the high E string, and lift it up like this. But do it in context with a chord like this. So you got, so I'm pinching. And then go to that G that I just showed you. And then that way you've sort of got this this little melody going on, you know, with the chords. I like that. That's pretty cool. Following the melody. Open B, 2G, G, G2, G. So far we got what is that? That's pretty cool. So you can take the melodic thing as far as you want. There's a lot of, you can follow the actual melody of the song and kind of play with it. I do, and I'll give you an example of like a. Where I might go, follow that melody. Right? I like this one. That's an old soul lick. So it's just sliding from the 3 to the 5 on the B and E string with your 1st finger. It's an old Al Green kind of. You've heard that all in the. Okay, and then while I'm at it, I wanted to show you one other little variation on that. And that's this chord here. Not pretty? A D minor 7th sort of thing. So what I got is my 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the A string, 5th fret I should say, and the 1st finger picks up the 3rd fret of the D string, and then your 3rd finger and your pinky are on the 5th fret of the G and the B respectively, and that's it. That's all we're going to worry about on that chord. We don't need to hit the high E or the low E on that one. So if you introduce that chord, it sort of takes the place of the Very similar, but a little different on the bottom end, huh? Okay, and then what I would couple with that is a G13, which looks like this. And don't let it scare you, because it's nothing more than a, if you hit a G bar chord, and then if you remove your pinky, you got just a straight G7th. We've all heard that. So now what you got to do is get that low G note and hit these notes. So that's the D3, the G4, and the B5. Kind of a weird chord, but it's a G13. So if you can, just utilize those 4 notes. If you can get to that. And if you mix that with the first one I just showed you, this one here, to that, it has a nice alternate flavor to the, and if you go back and forth from, that's fine, right? Now I'm going to go to the alternate version. Maybe do that during the chorus. Pretty, huh? So that's those are two little voicings that you can do on Holding Back the Years. And what I like about that song is just, really it's just 2 chords. It's a 2-chord wonder. But of course, it's the way that Mick sings it. And he jumps all over the place and builds it up harmonically. But, it just goes to show you, sometimes 2 magical chords. So now I'm going to play you out, and I'm going to give you an example of how to play what I would call the verse feel, and then maybe go up to those second 2 chords for the chorus. Let's see if that works. That's an easy. Still kind of an inverse feel, right? Stay at the G for a bit, and then I'm going to do the second version. It's the chorus. Hold it, hold it, hold it. It's also just a good jam with 2 guitars. It's fun to play that, to spell out those chords. Just jam on that, and really a cool thing for just, again, 2 guitars or a couple singers, whatever. So I hope you enjoy that. That's just a little bit deeper dive into, I was just watching the video of Simply Red. I think it was a more recent one. And he's, I forget how he's got his guitar tuned. I think he's tuned slightly down or something. But man, it sounded, his voice, he hasn't really lost anything. It sounded great. So hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you down the road.